Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Westfield is being brought to you by Assemblyman John Bramnick.
What's going on, people? Neri Rodriguez here for Jersey Sports Zone. After having a 37-game win streak snap, Westfield bounced back with 2 straight victories. But today, St. Joe's Metuchen was able to limit the seemingly unstoppable Blue Devil offense to hand them their first home loss in over 3 years. St. Joe's Metuchen taking on the winner of the last 3 North 2 Group 5 titles, number 18 Westfield, 6'6", 300-pound Notre Dame-bound tackle John Olmstead and junior quarterback sensation Hank Shapiro, your headliners in this matchup. First quarter with 4:38 remaining, Jordan Davis gets the handoff, and you ain't catching him. Davis turns up for an early 63-yard touchdown. St. Joe's leads 7-0. Hank Shapiro putting together a nice drive for Westfield as the first quarter comes to a close. Then just 2 minutes into the second, Shapiro connects with Colin Freer, and that ties us at 7s. Closing minute of the second, Shapiro thinking end zone to take the lead, but Jalen Murray brought a sack lunch. Ribs. We head into the break still tied at 7. Westfield would open the third with a field goal. They lead 10-7 with under a minute to go in the quarter. Joe's with the ball in the red zone, handed off to Jordan Davis once again. He extends, but they signal no touchdown. So next play, quarterback Michael Cardinale with a 1-yard keeper gives the Falcons a 14-10 lead to close out the third. Hank Shapiro trying to lead a comeback in the fourth. Just after the touchdown, Tyree Ford smells some fresh cookies. The senior linebacker cutting it up downfield. He would eventually be taken down at the Westfield 11. And Michael Cardinale has no problem with that. He heads for the edge and gets there for another score, his second of the half. St. Joe's ahead 21-10 with 8:32 remaining. Blue Devils not out yet. They're down by 11 but have plenty of time. Tommy Norris converts on a 3rd and long, and there's some extra scrapping going on after. You see the flag coming in. That's an extra 15 for Westfield at the end of the play. A couple plays later, Tommy Morris comes through once again, but this time it's a one-handed touchdown score. Let's run that back. Just a dog move. They opt to go for 2, and who gets it? You guessed it, Tommy Morris. Blue Devils trail 21-18 with 7:49 to play. Don't hold your breath, though. On the following drive, St. Joe's with a rare pass sounding the alarm, and it's an airstrike to Nate Wyatt. The 50-yard grab puts crickets in Keller Stadium as it's 27-18 with 6 remaining. Westfield without timeouts as they look for a quick score with just about 4 minutes to go. Hank Shapiro fires one to the receiver, but it ricochets into Ryan Granito's arms for some unexpected cookies. If you take a look, the ball hits one of the Blue Devil receivers in the back, and Granito just at the right place at the right time, and that will lead to just some kneel downs. 27-18 is your final from Westfield. St. Joe's Metuchen with an upset win over a top 20 team that hasn't lost a home game in 4 years. Quarterback Michael Cardinale throws a touchdown and runs 2 in. Jordan Davis also had a score and rushes for 139 yards. But give credit to the Falcon D, who held Westfield to just 50 yards rushing and forces 2 interceptions for one of the best quarterbacks in the state. Hank Shapiro, who only had 2 picks last season, had none coming into this game. Afterwards, we caught up with some of our stars of the game and stunned head coach Rich Hilliard on the win.
It's a big win. This is one of the toughest games we had all season. They are 4-time state champs, big division, big team. And, we came out with the dub, and it shows, Obviously, the O-line. The O-line had played great this week. Our game plan was come in, run the ball right down their throats, and we did, and the O-line played great. And, we stayed on our blocks, and it showed.
By far, this is the biggest win in our school history. We know how good of a team Westfield is. Look at their body of work over the last couple of years. They're well coached. They're very sound. The kids bought into what we've been telling them all week long, and look at our outcome. I'm overwhelmed right now. I couldn't be more prouder than a bunch of kids, a group of kids that bought in, and a coaching staff that is here tireless hours all week long. It all came together for us.
It's a big win for us. We knew that we came out here the underdog, and me and my team just came out to fight, and we wanted to win every play, every second, every quarter of the game. It was to limit their big plays. We know they're a big play team, and they have an excellent quarterback, a good tight end. We know we had to stop them, and if we executed, we knew we was going to win the game.
No time for rest for St. Joe's. They have undefeated Immaculata coming to town next week. I'm Neri Rodriguez, and you already know, it's Jersey Sports Zone.